Well, the Crackpot Caucus is at it again. Behold as they rally around the flag, the false flag, that is.
So if there were federal agents that were involved on January 6th, we really need to know what the FBI knew and when they knew it.
Yes, the intellectual heavyweights of the House, like Louis Gohmert and Marjorie Taylor Greene, have cooked up a new conspiracy theory about January 6th. As you just heard, they are now suggesting it was a so-called false flag operation carried out by the FBI. That's right, according to some members of Congress, the feds did it. Not the Trump supporters who have been arrested and charged after they were caught on video after video storming the Capitol and beating up the police who were defending American democracy. Georgia Republican Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene tweeted this: "We need names and answers about the FBI operatives who were involved in organizing and carrying out the January 6th riot." Insurrection truther Tucker Carlson is also pointing the finger at the FBI with no evidence.
How about rounding up the FBI operatives that rioted on January 6th? Why not identify the guy who shot Ashley Babbitt to death? This is crazy, and we should resist it. Darren Beattie heads up Revolver News. We're glad to see him tonight. Darren, thanks so much for coming on. It sounds like, according to this, I have to say, remarkable piece that you've just put up late last night, read it in bed at midnight, that the FBI was organizing the riots of January 6th.
Well, yes, it certainly suggests that possibility.
Now, you may recall I recently described Fox News as the bullshit factory in honor of its steady stream of bogus segments aimed at ginning up viewer outrage. But Tucker has really outdone himself this week. So I've decided to award Tucker with the distinction of Bullshit Factory Employee of the Month. Congrats, Tucker. You did it. Nobody bullshits like you when it comes to the insurrection. Nobody does it as good as you. Well, at least in the English language.
People came to the U.S. Congress with political demands. 400 people. Over 400 people had criminal charges placed on them. They're being called domestic terrorists. They're being accused of a number of other crimes.
Tucker, Vladimir, Tucker, I'm sure you already know each other. But hold on. This isn't the first crazy conspiracy theory about a false flag operation. First, they said it was Antifa infiltrators dressed up like Trump supporters. Remember that?
Some of the people who breached the Capitol today were not Trump supporters. They were masquerading as Trump supporters and, in fact, were members of the violent terrorist group Antifa.
It's worth reminding everybody that the very people who were stirring up the crowd on January 6th.
Today is the day American patriots start taking down names and kicking ass.
The same people blamed it on Antifa.
There is some indication that fascist Antifa elements were involved, that they embedded themselves in the Trump protest.
These guys can't even get their false flag straight. It was Antifa. No, it was the FBI. Maybe they could hire O.J. Simpson to find the real insurrectionists. GOP Congressman Paul Gosar has been spreading the lie that the cops executed one of the rioters. But that's not true.
The Capitol Police officer that did the shooting actually appeared to be hiding, lying in wait, and they gave no warning before killing her.
Which all helps explain how 21 House Republicans voted against awarding the Congressional Gold Medal to the Capitol Police officers who responded to the insurrection. Then there is Congressman Andrew Clyde, who downplayed the insurrection, describing some of the rioters as more like tourists who were part of an undisciplined mob. Are mobs ever disciplined? But I digress. D.C. police officer Michael Fanone, who's been trying to meet with some of the members of the Crackpot Caucus, says Clyde refused to shake his hand.
The congressman turned away from me, pulled out his cell phone, It looked like he was attempting to pull up like an audio recording app on his phone, and again, like never acknowledged me at any point. As soon as the elevator doors opened, he ran as quickly as he could, like a coward.
He ran as quickly as he could. Clyde told a local paper in his district that he didn't recall an offer to shake hands, because who could recall such a thing? It's as if the expression "back the blue" is the new thoughts and prayers. For some, they are just empty words. But this is what happens when you embrace the Quniverse, the alternate reality invented by Donald Trump, who proudly talked about backing the blue and law and order when he was in office.
I am your president of law and order.
That was before he tried to overturn the election results. That was before he bought into the idea that he'll be reinstated in August. Heck, he's still tilting at windmills.
They're making windmills all over the place to ruin our land and kill our birds, to kill everything.
The windmills, they kill everything. You heard it here first. Now, here's an idea. If some of these conspiracy theorists want to get to the bottom of what happened on January 6th, forget the false flags. Appoint an independent commission to investigate. Or I have another idea. Perhaps you could just look in the mirror. There you go. See? You just cracked the case. If you want people to trust that you back the blue, please do us all a favor. Back the red, white, and blue first. That's the flag we should all rally around.